Hey, Straight Goat. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Anunnaki. Hey, Farrell. That was that. Hey, Crystal. There are a fair number of times where I just sort of dazed out for a few minutes. Yeah, just sort of like staring at the screen, doing nothing. Hey, Confondu. Hi, Donna. So, yeah, it was okay. It was a day. It was the end of my week. The end of my work week, and that's yes, it was a work day for me, yeah. Hey, Kelly. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's it's a good book. I mentioned in there, like I became a fan of Ostertag through strong female protagonist, which is not to be mistaken for the Kate Beaton comic. Some customers are rude, agree or disagree. Agree. Yeah, strong female protagonist is a comic that Ostertag drew. I'm blanking on the writer right now. But it's like a really good superhero comic, like very sort of an adult superhero comic in the sense of it, like sort of being something for grown-ups to enjoy and relate to. There's weak female protagonists, okay? Sure. Fiction book, not fantasy. Oh. Good question. Give me a minute. There's one I can never fucking remember the name. Hey, Vanna. There's a specific one that I read once that was really good. Naturally, there's no fucking way I will ever remember it again. Hey, Jenna. Crowder and White. No, what do I care? Okay, so I'm going to need to try to. Oh. You get 1 day off a week. Oof. PTO. I don't know. I haven't checked yet. I keep forgetting to look if I get any. I'm not sure if I get any PTO before. Before a year is up. Crystal, welcome, Crystal. Hey, West Coast Lass. 6 days in a row, nice. The other night, I remembered my Barbie Pet Shop playset and the choking hazard pellets it had. So I'm still just looking to see if I can find that particular book. Because it's going to bug me until I do find it. So I've pulled up my old Goodreads account. So I'm just looking through my old, what is the book about? So it is about a young woman. It's about a woman who works in France restoring antiques. She's sort of hiding out there because a few years earlier, sort of in her late teens, she had been involved in an art heist. She had forged a painting, which she and her friends had then stolen. And it was really good. Laptop sounds like a jet engine. I know. Make me send money before they'll send my new headphones. Yeah. Hey, Craig. Observatory. I never went to an observatory. I've never in my life been to an observatory. Okay. So yeah, the book is Unbecoming by Rebecca Sherm. Sherm. Not sure how it's pronounced. But Unbecoming by Rebecca Sherm. So that's the book. Who was it who wanted me to recommend a fiction book? Who was it who wanted a book recommendation again? Crystal. Crystal, there's my recommendation. Hey, Chrissy Cupcakes. Like it. Yeah, Nevada by Emotion Binny. I have not. I have not read that one. I really enjoyed that book. One of the things I really like about it, the writer clearly has like a passion for antique restoration. Like it's one of those things where thoughts on Aerosmith. I used to be a fan, not anymore. I'm not a fan of Aerosmith anymore. I haven't liked them in a long time. But like it's that writing advice, write what you know. And there's a lot of ways that gets interpreted. I think the best way to interpret it though is sort of things that you're passionate about. Write about what you're passionate about. Special interest, thirster. Yeah. So like the writer clearly had a passion, like a passionate interest, a deep interest in antique restoration. So there's fairly long sections, like multiple paragraphs at a time. There'll be like a good couple pages that are basically just dedicated to discussing, a couple of pages here and there that spend time on the process, which, because it's something that the writer cares about, she makes the reader care about it, and through that makes the reader care about the protagonist as well. Sounds cool. It is. Like that's sort of one of my favorite things whenever I'm reading a book is like coming across something that the writer clearly thinks is great. And sort of they infuse their passion into their writing, which makes you care about the topic, but also makes you care about the characters. Like, for all that people hate on Moby Dick for being sort of a guide to whaling, I enjoyed that about it. It was plot and characterization. Crystal, no, I tried very briefly, like 10 years ago. Fan fiction is just not something that I am interested in. I'll actually give another example of what I'm talking about. There's a book, I don't remember what it was called. I wrote other stuff. Hey, JJ. I did have like this superhero story that I wrote for, I don't know, 3 years. 3 or 4, about 3.5, 4 years. About 3 to 4 years. There was a superhero story I was writing, and love the description of this live. I know. It wasn't great because I didn't really, I was just sort of posting it as I wrote. So there wasn't a lot of editing going on, which, that is what a good story needs, editing, and I just wasn't doing that. Said this trivia thing, and no one heard me saying Herman Melville, and they kept saying it, and some girl stole the answer and won the prize masters. That sucks. Really stuck with it for that one. Yeah, I tried. I tried it. Yeah, another example of what I was talking about in regards to like writing what you're passionate about. Yeah, I hate when people talk over me. I don't remember the name of the book. It wasn't very good. It was a shit. It was honestly, it was not a good book at all. But it was about like this girl who wanted to make, who wanted to be like, hey, color purple. It was about this young woman who wanted to be like the biggest musician ever. She wanted to write like the greatest album ever recorded. The book itself, the story itself was shit. Like, it's just not an interesting story. There's just a whole lot of stupid shit, like things that would come up and then get dropped. All sorts of just utterly pointless sort of, like, just things that were just way too contrived to be enjoyable. It was a bad book. But whenever it was about writing a song, the sections about songwriting were great. I loved the sections that were just writing about writing, because it was clear that the writer was super interested in that sort of thing. The revolution be televised? Doubt it. Fucking Microsoft Teams keeps trying to open on me for some reason. What the hell? Would I ever shave my head? I don't think so. Getting angry thinking that I forgot I'm triggered. Yeah, that is shitty. That sucks that she stole your answer and got the prize. Microsoft is spying on me. Probably, but I mean, it's just like, fuck off. I keep trying to keep it closed. Manager needs me. Doubt it. It's half hour. It's a half hour past my quitting time. If my manager needs me, tough shit. Apparently, there was some sort of update. Looks like there was an update to Microsoft Teams. What time was here in trivia and someone still answer? They won the trip to the Bahamas. I've never given anyone a trip to the Bahamas, so you might be thinking of someone else. You might be thinking of a different trivia. Are you confusing it with Wheel of Fortune, Jenna? Are you confusing my live with Wheel of Fortune? I think you might have been watching Wheel of Fortune, Jenna. There's a trip to your mama. Yeah, there's a trip to your mom's, yeah. So was Bob Barker. Okay. So that was if Bob Barker was here, then it was Price of Right, and it was like 20 years ago. You're thinking of an episode of Price is Right from like 20 years ago. When did Bob Barker retire from Price is Right? It's been a long time, hasn't it? 2007. 2007. So it's been 15 years. Been over 15 years since Bob Barker retired from Price is Right. God damn. He hosted that thing for 35 years. He hosted that show for 35 years. Why was his microphone so skinny? It's to make his dick look fatter. Best daytime television game show when you had no cable? I mean, yeah. Shit, even when you had cable. Price is Right is just what you watch, you know? Pet goats too? No. Yeah, like, yeah, I mean, Price is Right. Like when you're young and you're like, you've got a, yeah, you're off sick or whatever. Yeah, put on Price is Right. Everybody loved that shit. Why don't I remember? Maybe because I wasn't drunk, Jenna. Were you drunk that night? Just want to make sure. Were you drunk that night, Jenna? Not drunk shaming you. Just saying. Memory. A stone cold sober. Well, there's your problem then. There's your problem. Your memory is just not reliable enough when you're not drunk, Jenna. You weren't drunk enough to remember the night properly. You needed a few more glasses of wine. Have I been diagnosed with ASMR? The gritty dance? I don't know what the gritty dance is. I remembered something once. It was terrible. I know. Memories are awful. My superpower is forgetting what I'm talking about mid-sentence. Yeah. Sometimes I think about dragons and it's weird they really existed. Anyways, I will probably end up buying a new laptop Monday after next. Or like the next Monday. Not this coming Monday, but the next Monday. That's what I'm thinking. I'll be getting paid I'll be getting paid next week. Or I'll be getting paid at the end of this week. Or on that Monday. I'll be getting paid around then. That's what I'm getting. Not entirely decided yet. I do want like a gaming laptop, so like one with a good processor and a good graphics card. The one I have right now, it's just medium. It's kind of middling. The one I have now is pretty middling. So I want one that's better because I do want to play Star Trek Resurgence, and I suspect that one will, and it looks like that one's going to require reasonably decent specs. Better than the ones I have now. Alienware. I mean, I'm probably just going to hit staples. Like in all honesty, like in all likelihood, I'll just hit the staples. Crystal? No, I don't cook. Yeah, it's not too far to get to Staples, so do that and then yeah, figure out which one is going to be most useful for me. I think they've got a pretty good sale going on right now as well. They've got a sale going on until like August, so I've got so that yeah, it'll be probably going to be discounted. Oh, sure, I forgot about Mother's Day. Have you ever seen a Sears catalog? Yeah, the Sears catalog. I remember the Sears catalog, going through and looking at all the toys that I wanted. And then after hitting puberty, going through and looking at all the women. More for your life at Sears. Kind of a shame that Sears just, yeah, died. What, Sears? I mean, it doesn't exist anymore. Sears was like a big department store. Like it was a really big department store. And then it just sort of went away. Anunnaki. I will not be going to the movie. I'm not comfortable going to a movie theater. Kids these days have no idea. Every so often, I'll see Costco, not Costco and not Sam. Or wait, I think Ottawa, I think Cornwall might have a Costco now. I think. Pretty sure we've got a Costco. Sam's Club, no. We've had a Walmart for a long time, obviously. I think we just recently got a Costco. Every so often, I'll see a Kmart trend on Twitter, just from Canadians remembering Kmart. Kmart was like a Canadian department store, and there's a lot of Canadians who have fond memories of shopping at Kmart. I think because it also had a restaurant in it. I've been in a Kmart like once. It also had like a restaurant in it, so people would like go to eat, like go shopping Kmart, eat at the restaurant. Yeah, it was a Canadian institution for a while, but alas, it couldn't survive. Kmart Walmart was popping when I was a teen. Indeed, exactly. Walmart. Yes, I've been to Walmart. They don't sell walls, and I feel very bullied. Fair. Walmart. I mean, it's Walmart. Like, I'm not sure what you're expecting of it. It's Walmart. I'm pretty sure Walmart is Walmart in just about everywhere. Why am I doing my live select? Because I work. Because I work for a living now. I was proposed to after a trip to Kmart. I'm single, by the way. The guy who proposed after a trip to Walmart wasn't a keeper? Your standards are way too high, Kelly. He should have proposed in the Walmart. That was the issue. He should have apologized. He should have proposed in the Walmart. Superstore? Yes, we have a Walmart superstore. With the groceries and everything. Do I have low standards? Yeah, I do. I accidentally blasted porn through your speaker since living there? Of course not. Hasn't been an accident. Nando's or Culver's? Never been to either. Not by accident, no, Crystal. Steak and Shake? I don't think so. Tripped off the stairs? Not yet, Anunnaki, but I live in a... Honestly, I'm always completely paranoid of that. Like, I am, like, weirdly paranoid about tripping and falling down the stairs. One of my top 5 porn searches. Your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your cousin. Going up or down? Down. Particularly when I'm going downstairs. Go down in your back, just like some of you. Yeah, but what like I worry about is like, oh, that'll just like sort of slip and fall forward and like just like crack my head and like snap my neck and make the mistake of looking at the obituaries recently. So many were related to falling downstairs. My family's not hot. You'd be disappointed. Well, maybe your family would be disappointed by me. Did you ever think of that? Boom. Sometimes you just gotta snap your neck to one up someone. No. Here, these. I lived on a grandfather. Yes. Pretty sure. Yeah. Hey, Roxanne. Hey, Tendies. I do usually hang on to the rail. Still something I get weirdly paranoid about. Hey, Lucy. I do not have a stripper pole. 8 pins and needles? Yeah. There's a slide instead of stairs? Probably not. You ever have a Charlie horse? Very rarely. Hey, Michaela. Isn't late for me? Not really. I'm gonna be up for another couple hours. 2 or 3 hours. One time my foot was asleep and I tried to walk and tripped and my foot bent in half and went crunch and it turned black and swole. Good times, Great Good. 146. 2:46 actually where I am, Michaela. It's 2:45 where I live. I'm Eastern time zone. Pinhead cosplay. Try the horse in my sleep. Oof. Internet friend for the first time. Ooh, nice. Slightly scared because I am but a small girl, so wishing safety. Yeah, good luck with that, Kelly. Hey, Karen. Nope, no luck. I haven't even opened them in forever. I haven't even opened them in like a month. Watched a horror movie. Now I'm too scared to sleep. Beard is looking distinguished. That's another way of saying it's looking gray. But thank you, Roxanne. It's looking old, you mean. My beard looks old. But thank you. Chiropractologist. I look like a young Bob Barker. What am I going to be for Halloween? Working, I would imagine. Don't know, I don't really know what my schedule is going to be, but probably a pretty good chance that I'll be working Halloween. You think dating apps are? No, I mean dating apps are not a waste of time. They're useful. It's just I'm not really interested in putting in effort right now. Look like a brother of Gallagher. Ouch. My school golf. No, I'd rather not. Syrup kind of shampoo. I use the Head and Shoulders 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. Gallagher's hot? Really? So I cut my hair. Do you want me to mail it to you? That's fine, Jenna. No, I don't need your hair. I am, yeah, I don't really feel any great need for your hair. Someone told me recently that I'm so cool that I have no hopes and dreams. Coconut oil? No. Let's trade hair. Gets me some up top here. Baby oil? No. Oil from the KFC drawer. No, these are all natural oils. All the oils in my hair are all natural. Dye my hair red? Nah, I don't think so. Fruity air spun powder is 100% talc and I've been huffing it. My hairbrush? It's just a comb. It's just a regular comb. Second puberty thing? What second puberty thing? What is the proper form? What is the proper form for what? Is it like second breakfast? Hey, Val. No, Val, I did not mean that. What I actually meant is fuck the king. Fuck the monarchy. Like, how much did this whole fucking coronation cost? Wasn't it something like $1 billion that the coronation, or £1 billion that the coronation ended up costing? Oh, no, sorry. £250 million. £250 million. For some dude putting on a hat full of stolen gems. Meanwhile, people who protested got arrested. More powerful than Biden? Not particularly. And yeah, like, they teach tradition. Yeah, they teach that if you're born into privilege, you never have to do a fucking thing to be rich and celebrated and powerful, despite having absolutely no fucking qualifications beyond an accident of birth. Tradition. Hey, Barbara. Camilla looks surprisingly pleasant. Good for her, but nobody's ever going to like her. What would you do if Trudeau refused to give a power and himself the King of Canada? I mean, I'd protest. But I mean, that's not likely to happen. I mean, Camilla's going to go to her grave and beyond being known as that woman. So, yippee, she had a nice day. She will always be that woman. I'm known around these parts as that woman. That's on Prince Andrew. Proof that the monarchy deserves to be abolished. That's my opinion on Prince Andrew. He is just proof of the need to abolish the monarchy. I mean, the Tudors are winkers. They serve the people and charities all year long. Yeah, while getting money from taxpayers. Would I have an affair if a celebrity presents themselves to you while married? Like, if I'm the one, like, would I? You're asking if I would cheat on somebody that is in a relationship? I don't know. I'd like to think not. Would I rather wrestle in cheese sauce or mayonnaise? I'll pass. Prince Andrew. Yep, he is. People need to look up while they do before they speak. Who fucking cares? Dominic Mysterio deadbeat dad, right? I have no idea. But I accept a massage from the teens. I mean, like a maybe a professional massage, but even then, teenager, no. Professional masseuse, they need a good couple of years. I think they need a little bit of time to, they do at least need to get a little bit of an education. So, can't imagine anyone younger than really 20. Yeah, imagine like 20 is probably about the youngest you'd find for a professional masseuse. Would I wrestle a woman? I prefer not to. I don't want to wrestle. What would my last meal be? Your mom's poo. I'm joking. Trying to wrestle men? Yep. Your mom has type 1 diabetes? Sure, but I mean, it's my last meal. I don't have to worry about diabetes at that point. Yeah, I don't have to worry about catching the diabetes from her. Diabetes isn't contagious. That's what they want you to think. Another master. Yeah, I saw that vow. Yeah, I think Chantal had diabetes at some point. Don't really remember the details. Thoughts on gout? Pretty shitty. The latest massage therapist in my state took me under a year to get to the required school hours, and I passed the state exams first try. So be careful who you trust your body to. Fair enough. Just got checked for STDs yesterday. Well, good luck with that, Jenna. I hope they're all negative. Hey, backshots. Hey, pills. Lots of STDs. They're not good. Well, I knew it wasn't like 5 years. I figured like honestly, I figured like 6 months. It's like sort of what I figured. Like not particularly long, but can I diagnose your weeping sores? I would prefer not to. No scapegoat. Have I ever gotten a cold sore? Yes. They suck. Do I squeeze my pimples or let them heal? I squeeze. On the lips? Yep. I think, honestly, I used to get them fairly regularly. And I suspect it's because I used to drink a lot of soda out of cans. I suspect I might have had a bit of an allergy to the shitty metal used in soda cans. Because once I stopped drinking soda out of cans, I basically stopped getting sores. Like I haven't gotten cold sores in forever because I almost never drink out of cans anymore. Yeah, the aluminum, the cheap aluminum that they use in cans. What? I've looked into this extensively and don't understand what causes cold sores. Yeah, I get rashes from cheap jewelry. Yep. No, I don't bite my nails. Friend Phil has severe gout. How's work going? Yeah. It's going. Still going. Work my best nail tonight. Aw. If I run out of nails, I bite the skin off my fingers. Couldn't tell you if we have liquid death here. No back shots. Can only be proposed to in a Walmart. Yeah. No, Kmart. You gotta hope. You gotta hope Kmart comes back. Propose to me in a Walmart. I'm gonna say no. It's got to be a classier department store than Walmart. I expect class. God damn it. If liquid death kills you sooner than regular death, would I hook up at a Blockbuster? Sure. My thoughts on hot dogs for breakfast? Sure, go for it. I'm not your mom. Do what you want. I worked at Food Line, worst job ever. Any advice on courtship? Cheese. Bring your cheese. Will I be your mom? No. Kiss? Fuck Kiss. Kiss sucks. You need a mother? Well, I ain't the mothering type, Jenna. You can find, you gotta find a mother who will, like, be able to mother you. Like, yeah. I know what women want. Cheese. Aw, yeah. Two hot dogs and 12 Reese's cups. Cool, cool. $12 hot dogs and two Reese's cups. It's 14 Reese's. Just imagining myself now going on a date, showing up at the girl's house and like, hey, I wanted to bring you something. I wasn't sure what you wanted, so I brought you cheese. I brought you a brick of cheese. And then her just being like, yeah, that'll do. Better than flowers. Lab grown meat will be a hot dog. I mean, would have to be more nutritious than a hot dog, right? Hello, milady. Would you care for some Gouda? Imitation hot dogs made of grass. I have not scraped goat. Nah, I'm not really looking. What voice is that? I don't know, Anunnaki. Imitation hot dogs made out of cheese. That sounds terrible, scapegoat. It's like everything but cheddar and maybe pepper jack. Yeah, there's not a lot of cheeses that I like. I like cheddar. Monterey Jack is good. Mozzarella is good. Some of the other like really basic cheeses like that. Reaction channel? No. You're afraid the hot dogs will get really good at imitating humans and take over the world. I mean, I wasn't scared of that. I wasn't afraid of that before, Jenna. Cheese with baggage. All right, I hate to cut it short after only an hour, but yeah, it has been a whole week of work, so I'm low on energy. And like I'm gonna get going. Jenna's like, yeah, I gotta let Jenna go to bed. That's what it is. I gotta let Jenna go to bed, people. Do you want Jenna to stay to be tired? Nah, I gotta let Jenna go to bed. Of course I don't hate you, scapegoat. Would most like to get you. No, Jenna, I'll be going live I eventually go live at a more regular time tomorrow. But for tonight, thanks for coming. And I'll see you all tomorrow. And good night, everybody.